The Jewish revolts against Roman rule were a series of uprisings that occurred between 66 CE and 135 CE, fueled by religious, cultural, and political tensions between the Jewish population in Judea and the Roman Empire. These revolts were significant moments in Jewish history, as they shaped the region's future and influenced the development of Judaism and early Christianity. The first major revolt, known as the Great Jewish Revolt, 66 to 73 CE, was sparked by a combination of factors. The Jewish population was deeply frustrated by Roman taxation, religious oppression, and the Roman emperor's attempts to interfere with Jewish worship, including placing pagan symbols in the Jewish temple in Jerusalem. The revolt began in 66 CE when a group of zealots attacked Roman forces, eventually escalating into a full-scale rebellion. The Roman response was swift and brutal, led by General Vespasian and later his son Titus. In 70 CE, the Romans captured Jerusalem, destroyed the Second Temple, and effectively crushed the revolt. The fall of Jerusalem was a devastating blow to Jewish identity, as the temple had been the center of religious and national life. The aftermath of the Great Jewish Revolt left the Jewish people in a state of disarray, but tensions remained high. A few years later, in 115 CE, the Kitos War erupted, a series of revolts by Jewish communities in the eastern Mediterranean, including Cyprus, Egypt, and North Africa. This conflict was largely sparked by anti-Jewish sentiment among the local populations, exacerbated by Roman military actions. Although the Kitos War was suppressed by the Romans, it revealed the continued unrest within the Jewish diaspora. The most significant rebellion after the Great Jewish Revolt was the Bar Kokhba Revolt, 132 to 135 CE, led by Simon Bar Kokhba, who was hailed as the Messiah by many Jews. The Bar Kokhba Revolt was triggered by Emperor Hadrian's decision to establish a Roman colony on the site of Jerusalem and to suppress Jewish religious practices. For 3 years, the Jews fought fiercely against Roman forces. However, the revolt was eventually crushed, and the Romans decisively defeated the Jewish forces in 135 CE. Hadrian responded by renaming Jerusalem to Aelia Capitolina and forbidding Jews from entering the city, marking the end of large-scale Jewish resistance to Roman rule. The Jewish revolts against Rome had profound consequences. They resulted in the destruction of Jerusalem, a drastic reduction in Jewish political power, and the dispersion of Jewish communities across the Roman Empire. The revolts also influenced the development of Rabbinic Judaism, as religious leaders sought to preserve Jewish identity without the temple. The revolts marked the beginning of the Jewish diaspora and significantly shaped the course of Jewish history for centuries to come.